So, I think we should make it official. Ladies, if you would stand, please stand. And face your family. And all turn your tassel.
Thanks, Emily.
I would like to introduce for the closing remarks, Tiffany Biggs.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Tiffany Biggs. I told my parents that I'm making this speech because I'm the valedictorian. I'm 46, so this is probably their last chance to have a valedictorian. So if everyone could just go along with that, that would be cool. And this is the last graduation you'll probably have to attend. Probably. I'm excited to see you here today because I know that everyone sitting in this auditorium played a role in the success of the 12 graduates we are celebrating. As you can probably tell by the slideshow and watching us interact, this is a happy day for the class of 2022, but it's also a little sad. My speech is a bit of a message. I almost said a bit of a mess, it might be that too, to everyone here, but I'd like to start with our professors. Sometimes in life, you are at the right place at the right time. My classmates and I have had several conversations about how we hit the sweet spot with this program. We didn't have to deal with the online classes that COVID caused, and we were able to enjoy learning from all of the professors who are here with me on stage. I checked the ARDMS website, and together, these four ladies have a combined 81 years of professional experience. Oh wait, should I not have said that? That is who we have learned from. I'm not sure any other program in Texas could boast experience like that. Pam and Lynn, even though you're retiring and moving on to greener pastures, depart with the knowledge that we learned so much from both of you. Your passion for the field of sonography was evident every minute we spent with you in class and in lab. And speaking on behalf of the current and all the previous graduates you have ushered through this program, thank you for your time, dedication, devotion, and commitment to excellence in the sonography field. Thank you for your loyalty to Dallas College and to education in general. We are better sonographers because we learn from you, and you will be missed. Maria and Devin, good luck. I'm just kidding. Okay. Maria, anytime one of us needed a pep talk, we knew where to go. If I said, I don't know if I can fill in the blank, she would say, no, you got this. You know what you know what you know. Now go do it. She's from the Midwest, which means she cooks lots of yummy treats for us. So Maria, thank you for all of your kind words, motivation, and banana bread. Devin is new to the program as of this summer, so our class didn't get to spend that much time getting to know her, but she's such a great addition. Together with Maria, I know that they will maintain the high standards of the program developed by Lynn and Pam. None of us could have done this on our own, and we had a huge supporting cast, which was you. Thank you to the husbands and boyfriends. Thank you for taking on extra kid duties, cooking, providing words of encouragement, being understanding when we said, I can't, I have to study, and dealing with our stress. The last 18 months have been challenging, For us, both intellectually and emotionally, so I know that means they have probably been challenging for you too. Thank you to the grandparents for babysitting or helping with errands or representing us during school functions that we couldn't attend. Thank you to our friends who are like family. Any word of encouragement, text, phone call, or prayer you sent up for us was appreciated and did not go unnoticed. We, the graduates, would like to give you a round of applause. There are 4 moms in our graduating class, and there are 6 special people here I'd like to acknowledge, and those are the children of these ladies. Tamia, Maddie, Scarlett, Hugo, Tilly, and Ellie. I know you saw your mom a little less over the last 18 months. When she was around, she may have been studying. I hope you realize how amazing your mother is. She spent time making herself better and smarter. She did that for herself and for your family. In the future, you will have to do difficult things. I want you to remember how hard your mom worked and how she never quit, and know that you are just as smart and can do anything that you set your mind to. And that brings me to my classmates. On a personal note, I switched careers and I was very nervous to go back to school. My journey to a second career started in 2018 when, during a mammogram, I was standing there in between holding breaths and trying not to move, and I yelled over my shoulder, "Hey, what do you have to do to get a job here?" She explained to me, the tech explained to me, that mammography fell under the umbrella of diagnostic imaging. When I got home, I fell down a radiology rabbit hole on the internet and finally found myself on the Dallas College Diagnostic Medical Sonography website. I read the description, so all I'd have to do is take pictures? That sounds easy. Sign me up. My next step was to visit the college to meet with a career advisor. I told him, I am going to be in the Diagnostic Medical Sonography program. And he made this face and he goes, what else are you interested in? Nobody gets into that program. I responded, surely some people get into it. It's on the website. Have you seen your website? And he said, have you considered a career in dental hygiene? I was like, oh no, now it's on. Now I'm going to sonogram even harder. We submitted our applications about this time 2 years ago, and we found out we were accepted in March of 2021. In May, we had our first meeting virtually because of COVID, and I can remember waiting to dial into the Zoom meeting to meet my new class. And my prayer the entire time before everyone's beautiful faces popped onto the Zoom meeting was, please don't let me be the oldest one, please don't let me be the oldest one, please don't let me be the oldest one. I was the oldest one. I looked at the faces though and thought, maybe I'll be friends with her. She looks nice, maybe I'll be friends with her. What I didn't know at the time is that I would become friends with all of them. As a class, we've spent a lot of time together, from group projects to classroom time to scanning each other. We ate every single lunch together. Some of us had clinical rotations together. We even traveled en route together in Atlanta for the SDMS conference. And when we worked together, we were texting each other on the GroupMe app. It's like we can't stop. We text each other a lot. I tried to do the math on it last night. If we only sent each other 50 messages a day, which is a very low ball, that would have meant we have sent each other 28,000 messages over the last 18 months. I think it's probably like 50, but. I've had enough life experience to know that putting 12 smart, self-assured, self-confident females together in a room can sometimes spell disaster. Someone feels the need to dominate or be the queen bee. Someone might be jealous and creates a negative situation. It's rare that you find 12 people who support each other through life's up and downs, but that's what we've done over the last 18 months. Through this last semester, we have continued to celebrate each other every time someone passed a registry or landed a job, and I know that for many years to come, we will continue to celebrate each other's personal and professional successes. I want to thank all of you for being such great classmates. I had a lot of worries about being the oldest one, but you always included me. You were kind to me and to each other. You were supportive. And when I asked 1,000 questions, because as we all know, my strength is learner, you were patient. You were the reason I looked forward to my days on campus. If we were signing our sonography yearbooks today, the message I would write in each of your yearbooks would be, don't ever change. And I mean it, I already miss you. At some point in your life, everyone in this room will probably need a sonogram. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the night with stomach pains and you'll be scanned by Ebony or Sarah in the ER who will help diagnose you with gallstones. Maybe after a long flight you develop pain and swelling in one of your legs and it will be Angela or Emily who find a DVT, a deep vein thrombosis, in your calf. Maybe you'll be expecting your first child and Jade or Fritzy will make a critical catch about the baby's heart while the child is still in utero. Maybe doctors will find a mass on your liver and Christina or Lisa will be there to help the interventional radiologist conduct a biopsy. Or maybe, as you age, you'll have fainting spells and Catherine or Liz or Megan will be there to evaluate the carotid arteries in your neck. Whether or not it's one of us that scans you, I hope you'll remember how hard we worked and know that that ultrasound technician scanning you worked just as hard to get there. I hope you'll think about the late nights and the long hours they put studying into passing their registry. I hope you'll remember that they made the decision to make themselves better in their lives, and I hope you will treat them with respect. Ultrasound is used in so many studies these days, and the field is always expanding. There's another type of exam half of you here may encounter is a scrotal exam. One day, some of the men here may have pain or swelling or an unusual lump or mass. You'll head to the ER and guess who you'll see? In the words of the immortal Justin Timberlake, it's gonna be me. So I'd like to end today with a public service announcement about scrotal exams. But first, I need to set the stage for what it's like for one of us to perform one of these exams. So what happens is we have a computer and the order will come across the computer and I'll see it and immediately do something like this. Because I know what's coming. Then I will get you from the ER or the waiting room and confirm your date of birth. I'll explain the exam to you and then I'll give you a set of instructions which will go something like this. I'm gonna give you 2 towels and a sheet. I'm gonna roll this towel up and we're gonna use it as a shelf. Then we're gonna take this, flip it up, lay a towel down, and then I'm gonna take that entire sheet and then we are going to cover you up. Don't get undressed yet. Hang on, let me do it. Hang on, okay? But here's the deal. After I tell you you're gonna undress from the waist down, you won't hear anything else that I'm saying because you're so concerned about where you're gonna hide your underwear when I leave the room. That's okay. Just shove it in your pant leg like everyone else does. I'll give you about 3 minutes and then I'll come knock on the door. You ready? And before I enter the room, I know there's a 95% chance you did not follow my instructions. Maybe you'll remember some basic origami folding techniques, or maybe you worked in the restaurant service industry and you remember how to fold napkins into tents. That's okay. We can work with that. But there's a 5% chance you've taken those 2 towels, shoved them into a ball, put them up behind your head to make a pillow, and you're laying naked on top of the sheet. That is not right. Either way, it's fine. We'll fix it, and we're gonna get you ready for that scrotal exam. So now's the part when I deliver the public service announcement. All right, so we've got it. We've got the screen up, a little bit of gel. All right, these are the top 5 things I wish you wouldn't say to me during a scrotal exam. Number 5, you look like you have a lot of experience doing this. Is that because I'm old, or did you hear something? Number 4, aren't you gonna buy me a drink first? Sir, this is not an Applebee's. 3, I bet you've never seen anything like that before. But little fun fact, There's different types of exams, and a scrotal exam is actually considered a small parts exam. So do with that information what you will. Number 2. Do you see a baby in there? Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm just going to stop right here for a minute and unpack this one, okay? Show of hands from the graduates. How many of you have heard a joke or a version of that joke before when you're standing? Keep them up more than 5 times. Keep them up more than 10 times. Okay, put them down, all right? Yeah. It's not original. The joke doesn't even make sense. And on the very off chance I do find a baby in your scrotum, you can look forward to starring on some obscure TLC special called I Lived It, There Was a Baby in My Scrotum. I'm wondering at what point my mom got really uncomfortable with me using the word scrotum up here. Was it like the first time or the 37th time I said it? And the number 1 thing I wish you wouldn't say to me during a scrotal exam is anything. Just don't say anything. Just lay there and stare at the ceiling and hope I don't find your underwear. I hope that everyone walks out of here today inspired. That cut and paste a little bit weird into there, didn't it? All 12 of us could have done something easier or nothing at all, but we chose the hard road because we believed in ourselves. And we knew the end would make the journey worth it. And each of you can do that too. If you're looking for a sign to switch careers, or start a new hobby, or make your life or health better in some way, this is that sign. If you don't like where you are, move. You are not a traitor. Girls, this is it. But don't think this is the end. It's the beginning of many more years and friendships and stories. Once again, thank you to our professors, thank you to our friends and family, and thank you for being my friend.
Thank you, Tiffany. Now I know what Tiffany's next career is going to be. Stand-up comedian. Thank you for everyone taking the time out to come and enjoy and celebrate the BMS class of 2022. I would like to ask you to stand up. Turn around. And let's applaud.